So let's talk about the foods, because I think people misconstrue the idea of aphrodisiacs and also food in the bedroom. Aphrodisiacs are mostly herbs.
Are you affected by aphrodisiacs?
The right ones, yeah. So like sweet potato, which like heightens everyone's testosterone level and like a bunch of and like hormone level, yes. Maca, yes. Oysters are not actually an aphrodisiac chemically.
I was gonna say I don't feel the oysters.
It's a placebo. It's like the act of being like
slurping.
Yeah.
It looks like
so
a vagina.
I think because I've been told it, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say what else? The actual aphrodisiacs are things like ginger and garlic and olive oil and things. I mean, it's and for what they literally do to your body, and then you have things like horny goat weed and Ambrian, which I had never heard of.
Ambrian?
Ambrian is just another like herb weed that activates your.
And you rub
body.
it on yourself?
No, you consume it.
You consume it.
Mm-hmm. But I think aphrodisiacs again are this like fun idea that we can stimulate ourselves sexually through this as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's about taste and it's about texture, which is where it does intersect with food play.
Right.
So the number one foods. What do you think the foods are? What does everybody use?
Like whipped cream.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe a cucumber. No, we didn't love that. Cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nightmare.
I know, but I also don't like chocolate.
Oh, I do. Dark chocolate, but not on my body.
Not on my body.
And then like a maple syrup or like a honey would be the next thing.
100%. And those are like
the sticky things I have questions about. But also the sticky things. I can get into it.
I get it.
The syrup, I'm intrigued.
Ice.
Fuck off.
Ice.
Wait, I'm going to do this. Tell me more.
Ice is fun. And this
ice
is something I have
really
done.
fun.
Ice is very fun. And this is the whole point. Like part of food play is also like, you know, you're not using, if you do use a cucumber, don't use a cold one. Do you know what I mean? Bring it to room temperature at least. I think the idea with ice is that you get to play with an ice cube. You get to play around a nipple. You get to play. Yeah, you get to play, or you get to like explore that sort of temperature experience. And honestly, the same with oil and chocolate. Like because chocolate melts. Right. And is sort of dependent on body heat to be spread around in a lot of ways. Like, I think there's, I get it. I don't want to, but
but you're never like laying on a table being covered with sushi.
No, and that's, oh my God, the name for that, there's a name, they gender it. So there's a name for when there's a woman on a table, and then there's a name for when there's a man on a table. But yeah, like.
That's exhibitionism at its best. Exhibitionism.
It is exhibitionism, but it is cetophilia. It is food play.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a naked person with raw fish on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I kind of get it. That one
I kind of get it too.
But that to me also, again, is giving performance art.
But again, like once you're activating sort of, because again, it's, let me just say again one more time. Again, it's not about necessarily just the textures. It is also about, as we saw in that 9.5 weeks moment, the feeding.
Yeah.
Like the literal act of masticating and chewing and tasting activates a very similar part of your brain.
Yeah.